Have you ever looked at the skill menu and thought to yourself, what on earth is that training method? Have you ever straddled an eagle to traverse the lands of Runescape? In this brand new League mini-series, I'm going to be exploring the strange and wonderful aspects of Gielinor. We'll be focusing on the uncommon or the downright unusual and forging a journey within the League from a unique perspective. Welcome to Strange Man Mode. Okay my dudes, it is the release day of the Shattered Relics League today. I've done only some very rudimentary planning for perhaps a bit of the starting route for day one. I honestly should have prepared a bit more for this, but I'm nevertheless very excited for the journey. Let's get logged in and make sure we jump into the character creation menu and start yoinking out some league tasks. Let's freaking go, dude. Okay, we've made it towards the beginning of the league. We actually got a pretty cool little cinematic with a little bit of flavor behind the league. We can exit the leagues or get started. I'm just gonna skip right ahead from this dialogue because we have got our starting strategy, so therefore we will continue to skip the dialogue for now. We do get the Sage, which is a brand new NPC that is going to give us a bit of a backstory, and here we have the usual league task system that we can take a look at. And beautiful, we got on our first 5 points, well on our way to unlocking the next skill, or indeed boss. That's the change within this league. We're not unlocking certain regions, the whole world is open. However, as you can see, we are beginning the game with only defense, thieving, and fishing as the 3 skills. That's actually like really cool to see. Okay, so we get our first starting combat class, which we can choose a related relic, I think. As a wizard, you will start with a magic skill unlocked. You will also receive a star of extra runes and the arcane conduit fragment. Yeah, I have no idea what the fragments do, to be honest. I should have done a bit more research. However, I feel like taking magic as the first option is the route less traveled, possibly. I feel like a lot of people go range and melee, so I think we'll go with Masterful Wizard without much consideration, just because I feel like early game, you do want to be earning a lot of money to put into runes, so that will make a bit more flavor as to the beginning route. So we'll go ahead and accept the Arcane Conduit as well. Save magic weapon charges and runes. Let's go. We've unlocked the magic skill and the Arcane Conduit fragment. Beautiful, okay. So we've been given a smooth criminal fragment as well. I'm not too sure if that has been given to every player. We're able to now progress beyond the tutorial, and we have gotten tier 2 without doing anything. We've got a Trailblazer top along with some magic items. And another task completed for finishing up the tutorial. There's a guy with a nightmare pet just chilling here. What a beast. Okay, we got our starter stuff, normal post tutorial island content here, so I'm gonna head to the bank real quick and deposit all this and go about starting our first grind. Holy, there's so many players. So we have arrived at Relic. As you can see, we have now been given these waystones as part of the league, which I believe is a easy way to get around the provinces. However, I don't think as part of this playthrough, seeing as we are trying to show the strangest way of traversing to places such as possibly the Eagle Network, we are not going to be using waystones, and yeah, we're just going to be walking, bro. Walking is the way. Get 100% energy at all times, so we might as well see some of the beautiful land. Yep, and as I expected, there is not a single soul on this fishing dock. And shouts out to UIM Verve for this starting strategy. We are indeed going to be shrimping for 7 fishing levels, at which point we'll unlock a very strange fishing method, which I will describe in a little more detail once we reach that point. But yeah, it feels really weird not having access to skills right off the bat, but also a really unique take on the game. But the whole game is open, so we can go anywhere. That's 50 freaking fishing XP for a singular shrimp and a league task completed. We are already booming, mate. We're so far ahead of the competition. There's nothing they can do. And there we have it. We have made it to level 7 fishing. Typically in the main game, you would get a level up message for this. However, as it being the league, you don't want to be interrupted every 2 seconds by the early levels due to the magnified 5 times XP. So I'll quickly scroll down and show you guys what we've actually unlocked. That is guppies, which are caught in the Camdozal area, which is not something too frequently used. So I think I will be aiming to eventually get that unlocked. We do need some mining though to get that quest, and as well as 16 quest points. So our next goal is actually just to send a couple of quests to get some initial GP. and also do things in a bit of a flavorful way and unusual way to begin the league. So we have some beginner shrimp as well, which we can cook to possibly act as a healing source. So since we completed some league tasks on the way there with the few fishing levels, let's take a look how much it actually just gonna be to unlock a skill. So unlocks. Since we got a bit of Sage's Renown, it is going to cost us 30 to unlock Prayer. Yikes, that's going to be our first unlock as well. So as you can see here, we would have gotten 150 cooking for each shrimp. However, since we've not unlocked the cooking skill, it lets us know in chat that no experience will be awarded from the action. However, we did get some more league tasks complete for cooking 5 pieces of food, cooking shrimp, as well as burning some food. So that is some more Sage's Renown. 8 out of the total of 30 I think we'll need to go ahead and unlock Prayer. So 22 left to go. I wonder how much we'll get passively from just these beginning grinds. And we've handed back all the Yep cogs. Let's go ahead and hand that in with Brother Kojo. That should give us some nice starter GP as well as the first quest point. And we have not actually unlocked any league task for that, which is kind of rough, but it is what it is. You know, we can spend that on runes. And the idea is to stockpile a bit of quest points towards 16 so we can complete the Ice Mountain quest a bit later on. So let's move on and also send Prince Ali Rescue. I do want to be doing things with a little more flavor. So, I mean, there's only a pretty linear way to complete quests. So for now, I think I will opt to obtain some of the quest items in a bit of a weird way. So, right, we made our way to Edgeville via the Soul Wars telly. Shout out to my chat for providing the quickest method of travel. I genuinely went to the Deep Wildy Lever and basically just ended up teleporting twice to Ardy, which was a waste of time, but it is what it is. It's a Strange League series. We might as well try the strangest methods. Anyway, we're going to need 3 pieces of wool. So we have come here to north of the Edgeville Monastery, and we are going to shear these fine looking sheep. I think I just almost misclicked around, which would have been the end of my career, but there it is. 3 pieces should suffice. We'll need 3 pieces of wool to complete the Prince Ali rescue quest. So that was our part in doing this the strangest way possible. These sheep, I think, haven't been sheared since they released in 2005, so we've given these shaggy boys some much needed grooming attention. Mate, we are absolutely booming through the Sage Renown, already hitting the 10-point threshold. We could unlock mining now if we wanted to, however I don't see any strategic benefit of doing that this early. So we'll continue to save up for Prayer, I believe. So we'll go ahead and start off the Prince Ali rescue quest. Already picked up a beer via a dwarf random. Hopefully it works for later on in the quest. And yeah, let's send it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and speak to Hassan and hand in the Prince Ali rescue quest. We're awarded with 700 GP and we're on total of 4 quest points out of the 16 we also need for Ice Mountain. However, more importantly, we have now unlocked the first training method for thieving, which will be the Sorceress Garden minigame. I believe this might be like one of the more dead content things in RuneScape, so I'll be really curious to see if there's any other players doing this on League on the day of release. However, from level 1 it's really not viable, especially with the relic you get given to increase pickpocket right from the get-go. But yeah, we'll send some winter garden games, especially with the run energy, should be fairly easy to complete. And we'll go ahead and hand in a fair bit of juice to get us to level 13 thieving. And in the meantime, while we are about to begin the minigame, there's a bronze mace spawn which we will grab. If you guys didn't know, with the new equipment rebalance, I believe maces now attack at the same speed as scimitars, so they're actually kind of worth training with, especially seeing as they're like an uncommon method. So I think I'll hang on to this as like a beginner weapon. We'll chong some things on the head with it, and we hit a 0. I don't want to talk about it. Yo, we just got a league task for picking a winter squirk. I might genuinely be the first player to do this in the entire league. And who the hell is Del Monte, bro? I need to come back here after we finish the Icolaring quest and like just ask him what he's doing. He's looking a bit thin, mate. See, this game mode is already making me do things the way I wouldn't ever do in the beginning of a game mode. Like, I'm heading to the Crumbling Tower right now just to pick up a respawn of a pestle mortar on the 2nd floor, just because it's required to actually hand these quirks in. So we're taking the road less travelled, exploring this beautiful island with its updated 3D graphics, and making our path in this Strange Man League. Alright, those 5 squirks took quite a while to grind out, so let's hand this in and see how much thieving we have obtained from that one. Whoa, that's quite a bit. 1750, damn. And we got a league task as well. And let us take a look. That's gotten us to 12 thieving from 1 Squirk, bro. That's beautiful. We need to do 5 more, and then that will get us over the threshold to 13. We can start making some solid GP as well. Well, alright, gathering that second squirk was kind of painful. That was 10 in total, and I believe that should put me at like 17 or 18 thieving. Beautiful. We have now unlocked the ability to picklock a chest that spawns 10 GP, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that until I can get to about 20 thieving, something like that, just so we have a solid foundation. We can start thieving some better stuff at that point. But yeah, that chest spawns, I think, near Relica at level 13, which I think might be the most uncommon location other than possibly those in the wilderness. But again, I really don't have protection prayers. I've got 10 HP. I'm certain the majority of you did not know that this chest was lootable and that it even existed. Look where it is, bro. It's in like some dead area of Relica. Like, I've never even seen this NPC, Shashlik. I'm gonna go ahead and search it. Hopefully we'll get 10 GP without arousing the suspicion on the guards. And beautiful, 37 XP, which is honestly not much for thieving that one, but we are mostly in it for the GP, so I think we'll do this until we get like a solid 1,000 coins. It does respawn every 7 seconds, so it should be fairly decent, but we are in this series to do unorthodox stuff, and I would consider this to be unorthodox. Alright, this should be the last theft on the Relica chest. That should get us 25 thieving, which also does in fact unlock the spring tier of the Sorceress Garden, which we'll be going back to for future thieving training for the 3-level interval between this and the Isle of Souls chest, which we also want to grind out. Other than that, we have another 1,160 GP to our name. We've defrauded this peasant from her life savings. I genuinely don't know how she'll survive, but that's her problem. Let's move on and start yoinking some more league tasks. Okay, I think it's time to get down to business and go ahead and unlock prayers. As I mentioned before, that's probably going to be our primary goal for today. Day 1 is just to train some prayer in a quite unusual way. So I'm just looking at the task list and I'm seeing 3 locations which strike out to me as being fairly uncommon, other than maybe Mount Mortem, but it's just quite more difficult to get to, so I kind of want to bank at Land's End, at the Raids Bank, and travel to Mulch Island. That should put us at 23 Renown as well, and 7 away from unlocking the first skill. Survive, I need to bank my 1 GP and my nail, bro. We're gonna make it, bro. The summit of the mountain. Give me that beautiful bank. That was a well-earned league task. First ever completion of banking at Mount Mortem confirmed. Let me quickly see if we can secure the historian as a mountain guide. Otherwise, I don't really want to come back here on foot. Please. Yes, we've now unlocked the mountain guide as well. Beautiful. Hell to the yeah. Good luck to my brother if he is about to attempt the same journey. I'm gonna fall here shortly, but that's a free teleport. We'll take it. Okay, after we pay this guy some protection, we should actually get the maximum amount of Sage's Renown we need to go ahead and unlock the prayer skill, which was my next plan of action. So let's go ahead and go into the unlocks menu. This is one of the more expensive ones as well for skills. And let's go ahead and unlock prayer. That will be very useful for the road ahead, especially with really low hit points. As soon as we get the protection prayers unlocked, that will in fact ensure we are a lot safer some of the time in the game, and we can start burying bones when we go past some spawns and stuff like that throughout the game, so that should be good. Anyway, let's go ahead and unlock prayer. That is our first post magic unlock. Beautiful. Anyway, that leaves us in a convenient location to begin the grind I wanted to showcase all along. So let's traipse on down to Draenor Village, and I will quickly get into what our next plan is. So shouts out to Soup for making a video covering some unusual methods of training and money making throughout the game. One of them that is little known about is the task system for the wise old man. And basically what that is just a tiny bit of chores for the old man. He might ask, for example, to grab him some molten glass, for instance. You come back and he rewards you with an item, some experience, or something like that. So I will be aiming to get a lot of prayer experience, because that is one of the skills he does offer training for in return for doing him these small favors. And let's see how it goes, because that's the whole reason I stockpiled 2k GP to begin with. Hopefully we might have to bonk some things on the head with the mace as well. We'll see. Get some combat XP along the way. And yeah, let's see what the first task is. I'm a bit hungry. I'd like some cooked meat, not chicken or any sort of bird, and definitely not camel or rabbit either. 11 cooked meat, okay. But he doesn't want chicken. So I guess the thing is we just have to bash cows on the head until we get like 11. Yeah, we're clearly not powerful enough. I almost died twice to a cow calf, so I think I'm gonna go about obtaining a chest piece upgrade, which I think will make this grind a little more tolerable. However, you know, it's an unconventional account, so we are just gonna send the plate body spawn all the way in lava maze. Just take a knife with us, maybe a couple of pieces of meat. And let's hope we survive. So our expedition to the deepest lava maze was a success. We managed to yonk ourselves a steel plate body, and combined with the 13 defense, we should be now more than able to put the mace to the bovines and get the wise old man his first task completion. See how many things that forced us to do, bro? Like, just from the simple act of having to cook some meat and not being like tanky enough to withstand a cow calf stamping on my head. Now we should definitely be able to do it. Bro, I just spent like an hour killing cows, and unbeknownst to me, a few yards south there's been a freaking cooking range the whole time on the second floor. But I guess you live and you learn. I don't think any other player has possibly ever cooked on this range, but we will do it. Please, I just need one more piece of meat. I just need one! I need one! I hate this game. Okay, so we have officially completed the very first of the wise old man tasks. We've gotten 11 pieces of raw beef turned into cooked meat, which took us genuinely, I think, around an hour, not counting the time we went to grab the quick plate body. So hopefully he still wants them. Beautiful. Let's see what he gives us back. He gave us like 200 GP for that little task. Oh my, that's pretty bad. That's honestly pretty bad, but let's see if we can get some prayer from his next tasks. Okay, the second task should be significantly easier. He basically has just tasked me to take this scroll to the High Priest of Entrana. Oh, I missed the message, but I just got 990 prayer XP for doing that. In what is most probably the unusualest method to train prayer. Hey, we just reached total level of 100 in the league. Very beautiful. Sage Renown is up to 4 right now, and we went from about 9 to 13 prayer, which honestly that's a little more than I expected, so we'll keep grinding these tasks out, and I'm not too sure what one procs the prayer XP to go off, but we'll do a few for a few hours and see what prayer level we end with. That was pretty nice. Ah, beautiful, there it is. We went a bit dry on the prayer for a while. Up to level 24 from 22. Soon be unlocking some of these more beautiful prayers at levels 30 and above. 3 eggs in exchange for prayer. That looks like a good deal to me. Yes, let's go. That's 25 prayer. Ah yes, the wise woman of the Ice Mountain is about to bless us in the pursuits of the gods. Let's see how much XP we get. Another 1k, almost 28 prayer. We are booming. We have just gotten ourselves an unidentified skilling fragment. We've been given possibly what is the worst grind from the wise old man, which is to acquire 6 bronze spears. As you can see, we're going fairly dry here. 3 ensouled heads. We've killed more than 100 goblins right now. And this is a much needed diversion. Let's see what one this is. Yes, that is the perfect relic. I believe what this does is it awards like 100% of the XP for bones automatically for burying, I think. And we have paying respects, automatically buries bones and scatters ashes with 50% XP. But auto burying is going to be a huge quality of life upgrade, so I think we are going to take that instead of Smooth Criminal. Let's go ahead and for the time being, we're not going to really be gaining any benefit from having Smooth Criminal equipped. We can later on decide to use that when we do some actual pickpocket. So for now, let's go ahead and activate Praying Respects. That is going to give us automatic 50% XP towards Buried Bones and Scattered Ashes. It's actually going to be a very, very nice quality of life for combat as well. It's a beautiful relic to unlock, and that will help boost our passive prayer gains from here towards the 30s and into the protection prayers. Bro, I didn't even notice as well, but we've been casting magic so much on these goblins that we went from like 17 to 25 mage. That means we can use some of those runes we've got given from the Wise Old Man contracts to travel to the east side of the world a bit more easy, down to Varrock and those kind of regions. So actually a pretty useful teleport to unlock. Nice, we just hit 30 magic, and along with that we got 2 Sages Renown, putting us at 10 in total. That means we can now choose to spend our Renown on further skill unlocks. There's a number of valuable contenders for 10 points that I'm considering, but I don't think I'm going to lock in with any decision until next episode, but that's nice to know we can have a passive unlock of another skill. We've switched location to Port Sarim, and with it have gained a little bit of luck. The goblins are feeling generous today. We got another unidentified skilling fragment. I'm not sure what we can expect here since we were casting magic and getting prayer experience, so let's see what we get. I need to like finish up combat here real quick. Let's see. Ooh, nice, beautiful. That's a duplicate Praying Respects. And we only need about 1,200 more XP to level up to the 2nd tier, which will in fact give the full XP, as in 5 times XP for Burying Bones or Scattering Ashes. So that is a beautiful drop to get. Looks like in ways other than dropping the final Bronze Spear, these Port Sarim goblins are feeling generous today. I believe we have just gotten another... Ooh, an Enchanted Jeweler fragment. That I did not expect. I guess since I'm using magic, that is a whole new fragment within itself. So enchant 5 pieces of jewelry per enchantment of 100% XP. I mean, I can see some niche uses for this thing developing, but I think at this point I would much rather the Praying Respects get added another duplicate so we can get to the 2,000 threshold, but it is nevertheless a new fragment. We take it. And this will be the final goblin of day 1, as the bones automatically buried thanks to the new relic have in fact granted us level 30 prayer. Bit unfortunate in terms of not finding the 6th spear, but it's getting late. I should probably get off, and these are the final stats for day 1. Pretty solid progress. I'll be back tomorrow for some more to finish up some Wise Old Man tasks. I think our end point should be level 34. And then we will devise a cunning way to unlock overhead prayers. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to day 1. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you'd like to catch the progress live on Twitch, I'll be leaving that over in the description as well, as I'll be planning to stream at least for a fair bit in the first 2 weeks. Either way, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.